Dreyer, and of course you can check him out at an email there, Fred Dreyer, Dryer at crntalk.com. We're going to take a break, come back with more. Stay with us. Got some emails to read later on the show. Plus, we got an interesting story out of San Diego. There are some fans who are very upset, and we will have that story for you straight ahead.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
As we are all aware, restaurants and celebrity chefs come and go. But one restaurant is constant, El Cholo. Hi, this is Larry Elder. Since 1923, the original El Cholo on Western Avenue and those in La Habra, Santa Monica, downtown LA, Anaheim Hills, and the latest Corona Del Mar have served millions of loyal fans and multiple generations. If you've dined there, you know the reason why. It's those fresh green corn tamales, Carmen's historic nachos, the margaritas, and so much more. Treat yourself and dine at a restaurant you really want to go to. El Cholo. I know I do.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
Any Napa guy knows, and science proves, the best minivan is the one you've already got. Part kid transporter, part drywall mover. Who cares if the faux wood grain is a little faded? That was a platinum package option in 1987. With over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. Because it's not old, it's vintage. That's Napa know-how.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
What's that? Oh, apparently we've just ordered some piping hot Pizza Hut pizza coming your way, Fred Dreyer. Welcome back here to the lounge.
I'll take a bite into it.
Yeah. Just because you're
That traumatized me, by the
by
way.
biting into that hot pizza.
It stuck to the roof of my mouth, and I was.
How did you unstick it? What did you do?
I put my finger in there.
Oh my!
I asked the guy next to me to put his finger in there, but he wouldn't do it.
That's not so like you, and so you got to do it yourself.
Always got to do it yourself.
Did it peel away cleanly, or did it cause some damage?
It bubbled the skin
sorry, I
on
asked
the
the question.
roof of my mouth. That's what it did.
I'm not going to be Sean Hannity and ask that.
It
question.
wasn't like, gee, that's hot. I was flopping around on the ground. I mean, you know.
I saw Sean Hannity ask a question of Spicer there, the new Sean, the new press secretary for the White House.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Trump's been in for like one day. He says, "Well, why don't you throw these guys out?" And how's everything's been going well so far? Spicer says, "Yeah, well, we've been in here for one day. I mean, come on, give the guy a chance to do
give
his
him
job."
another 3 or 4 days, and he'll clear the place out.
I think they should put Trump also in charge, being president of the United States, and also put him in charge of the NFL.
Oh man, he could do it. You know something?
What?
He could do that in his
could.
spare time.
He could do, because he knows. He just knows.
Well, he'd hire the right guy to do that.
Now we got some Charger fans. You saw this story from San Diego.
I saw that.
What's going on
listened.
there?
Before you say, I'm not gonna blow the story for you, but I always think about people who decide that they're going to show their allegiance by marking themselves for life. But go ahead.
So the story comes to us. Some of the Charger fans are really ticked off in San Diego because they apparently tattooed the Bolts logo on their arm for the San Diego Chargers. So the good news, first, so in answer to your question,
is there good news to this?
there's a painful, huge laser removal company that is feeling your pain and wants to eradicate the bad memories. So the company is called Laser Away, and the president there, Todd Heckman, who says his company is available, is offering free removal for tatted San Diego residents looking to wipe the Chargers' tats off their bodies. This is the problem with tattoos. At some point in your life, you're going to say, why did I put that picture of my girlfriend? I haven't seen her in years. And your wife's going, what's that girl on your arm for? Am I right? That's a problem.
Like putting Hillary Clinton on your neck. Have you seen that?
The people are doing that now?
These women who can't get over the fact that Hillary lost.
So they're putting...
they put a picture of Hillary on their necks.
Well, at least they're labeled so you can stay away from them. Where's the rim shot? Give me the rim shot.
Oh,
like, come on. So anyway, Heckman is saying that there's 6 to 8 sessions that you have to do. It usually costs between $1,000 to $5,000 to do it, but they're willing to cover the cost to help fans cope with their loss. And if you want to still root for the Chargers when they're in L.A., they'll remove the San Diego part of from your tattoo if you wish to do that.
I saw a girl at the L.A. airport decades ago when the Raiders were here in L.A.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago. Had the Raider emblem, the shield with the one guy with the patch on his eye.
Oh, yeah.
On her back. And it wasn't small either.
I don't know. There's something about that, I don't know. I just don't know.
Somewhat.
Hi, dear. Why don't you slip into something more comfortable? I am. This is my body. So people get tattooed a lot all over the place.
Or how about this?
Yes.
30 years from now, the grandchild will say, Grandma, what's that on your back?
It's that discolored thing on your back.
Did you know Al Davis, Grandma? That whole deal. And you have to go through that. And people kind of don't think past the emotion of, gee, I hope the Raiders win.
And it happens quickly, the discoloration sometimes. I went out with a woman once that liked Madonna so much they had the Madonna mole tattooed on their face. And then it started to turn green.
What about the gap between her teeth?
So that was David Letterman. I think he had that surgery.
Letterman and Madonna. That's the only thing they had in common.
So Madonna's in a lot of trouble, too. I don't know.
No, she's not. She as long as she stays on her side of the fence, people will love her.
Oh, I'm telling you. Something else. Oh, we got a lot of stuff here today. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things going on here on the big show. And you're saying there's also some other in the news here. We've got a little bit Jim Harbaugh. Is that something going on here or whatever you say?
Well, the University of Michigan is the only school.
Yes.
Where was my notes? Was the only school
that is going to pay assistants? Is that what you're talking about?
That was going to pay 3 of their assistants $1 million.
So they want to get they want to pay Jim Harbaugh's top 3 football assistants.
It's a public institution, mind you.
$1 million each per year, and in doing so, they're going to be the first public institution of those that requires to make contacts available via the Freedom of Information Act request to pay 3 assistant coaches at least $1 million each.
Yeah, I think Harbaugh's getting 10, 11, something like that.
Well, defense coordinator Don Brown, offensive coordinator Tim Drevno have been retained with contracts worth more than $10 million combined over the next 5 years. And there's so many coaches now. The passing coordinator Pep Hamilton. Pep is be there, and his brother Abismo. They were lured away from the Cleveland Browns with $4.25 million, a 4-year deal. So, is that a big deal to have like a special coach for passing and the kicking coach and all that?
They've got
really
2 tight end coaches. They've got, when I was my last year in '81 with the Rams,
how many coaches
we had
did they have?
like 7 coaches maybe.
When you started, how many did you have when you first started playing?
Well, about 5, 6 coaches, and now there's 19, 20, 21.
Unbelievable.
Well, the coaches now tell the owners, "I'll come in and be the manager. I'll fix this team up for you. I'll be the head coach, but you've got to give me my people." Okay, and they always wind up bringing way too many people. It's just way too many people.
All right, the word is out there. You can get a hold of Fred Dryer if you want to ever comment on anything we say on the show. Follow him on Twitter. It's Fred_Dryer, D-R-Y-E-R, Facebook.com, The Real Fred Dryer, and email him FredDryer@CRNTalk.com. Again, that's FredDryer@CRNTalk.com. All right, we continue here on the show, and got a lot of stuff still more to talk about there. That's going to be something else going on there for you, too.
Yeah, I want to mention before we sign off today, Brent Musburger.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about it when we come back.
He announces his retirement from sports broadcasting and this year, and we'll say a couple of things about Brent. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time.
Hey, you didn't pick, have you come up with a preliminary pick for the winner of the Super Bowl, by the way?
I'm nudging into it. We're 2 weeks away or so.
I'm nudging.
I'm nudging into it.
Like in a new edge nudging, as in N-E nudge. But I got to check it out. I got to look them all over because Atlanta has surprised me this year. They really have.
They can score anytime with anybody. Like I used to.
Even me?
Like I used to.
Yeah. The modest Fred Dryer is with you here. It's The Lounge from CRN.
At Discover, we believe anniversaries should be a time of celebration, not obligation. That's why we think annual fees are ridiculous. And now, just for giving us a try, we're going to give new card members a 1-year anniversary gift they'll never forget. At the end of your first year, we'll match all the cash back you've earned dollar for dollar. No caps and no catches, because we know if you try us, you'll like us. And that's worth every penny. Try it and believe it at discover.com/match. Cashback match offer only for new card members. Limitations apply.
The tech show's on this month. I was thinking of looking at home security systems.
Oh, cool. I'll go with you. We're looking for more home security ideas, too. That's why I called Budget Blinds.
Budget Blinds?
Look at this.
A remote for the blinds.
Yep, motorized.
Okay, well, that's beyond cool. I love it. But what does it have to do with home security?
Oh, they also come with a timer. The blinds and drapes open themselves in the morning, close in the evening.
Oh, so it looks like somebody's home even when you're not.
Exactly, and I saved a bunch of money. Sally saved a bunch of money.
Ha, but you'll take the credit.
Yeah.
My brother, the tech genius.
Thanks, man.
Now give me that remote.
Budget Blinds motorized window coverings are the ultimate in luxury, and during the Luxury Within Reach event, they're even more affordable. The more you buy, the more you save, with savings up to $2,000. Hurry and call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now before this offer ends, or go online to budgetblinds.com. Don't miss out. Call 855-BUDGET-BLINDS now. Offer good on select products at participating independently owned and operated franchises. Restrictions may apply. Ask for details.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Michael Horn, the star of our show, though, is the man who scored 2 safeties in one game. We call him the Sultan of safeties, the acting legend, the one and only Fred Dreyer.
Thank you so very much. You know, you meet a lot of people in this business, the sporting business,
Yep.
and over the years, you know, I had the great honor of meeting many people. And one of the real good people that I met was Brent Musburger. He was an announcer for CBS, for ESPN, and the SEC network. And
He seemed like a
calling
nice
it
guy.
he's calling it a career now.
So, any reason why? Does that it? He wants to get out of there, or what?
Well, it's been a wonderful journey, as he says. He's traveled with CBS and the Disney company. He loves a love of sports, allows me to live a life of endless pleasure.
Didn't he have a little trouble? He said some things or something, and people got on him or whatever.
That was nothing.
I know, but you got to watch what you say because everybody likes to jump on you nowadays to be politically
Well,
correct.
yeah, this was a while back, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess he's going to take up shop in Las Vegas, and that's where he's going to retire to. But you know, he announces his final event Tuesday, January 33rd. He will call his final sporting event on Tuesday, January 31st. Georgia at Kentucky from Rupp Arena.
We should watch that. He's been with CBS now for 15 years.
Yeah, and he's just, as you would see, a very affable, nice guy. Will have a beer with you, as he says, but he's just a good guy.
You know, he did news for a period of time in Los Angeles on CBS, not sports. He did news for a while, many years back, but then graduated totally back into sports. And he said his statement was, "A love of sports allows me to live a life of endless pleasure, and make no mistake, I'll miss the arenas and stadiums dearly. Most of all," same as you're saying here, Fred, "I will miss the folks I've been met along the trail. But the next rodeo for me is in Las Vegas. Stop by and we'll share a cold one and some good stories I may even buy." So I guess he's moving to Vegas, huh?
Yeah, and
Going to start a sports handicapping business. That's interesting. Maybe you and I have been pretty good picking games this year. We could help him.
He should do well there doing that. But I met Brett. My friend Bob Stenner was a producer for CBS Sports.
Bob Steiner or Stenner?
Stenner. Bob
okay.
Stenner.
Okay.
And of course he worked for CBS Sports. Producing games on Sunday. And I met him because he'd do some of our games, and then along with meeting Bob, you met Brent, who was the guy in the booth on Sunday before the game started.
Yeah, he would do the.
And he would break the show down, and he would have guests on, and a couple of times he interviewed me, and we had some good laughs over the years, and it was a part of my time when I was young and in the football business, and just starting to come into my own, and he was one of the guys there that was always complimentary. So I'll never forget that. Brent's a good guy. We wish him all the best.
He has been a staple of sports, 77 years of age now, and since 1990 he's been hosting play-by-play commentator for sports on ABC, ESPN, SEC Network, and as I mentioned, CBS for 15 years too. So the great Brent Musburger.
All the best to Brent.
Vinny's gone, now Brent Musburger. Let's stop the retirement syndrome.
It's you know what it is? A friend of mine, my acting coach, Nina Foch, told me
Nina Foch.
a long time ago. Her good friend John Houseman, producer.
Yes.
The one that who did the ads on TV for the stock exchange. I think it was maybe Bear Stearns or something. He would say, "We earn it." That guy.
Yes.
We handle your money and we earned your respect. Okay. She told me that in relationship to losing him as a friend, she says, your real heartbreak occurs when you start to lose the people that knew you when you were young.
Yeah.
And Brett is one of those people. He was with us along the journey of the pro football experience, and he was always a lot of fun to be around, and we'll miss him.
That's why I only hang out with little kids now. I always miss my little Dickie Bandsbacks is my my favorite person to hang out with.
Who's this?
Dickie Banbacks. He's 7 years old. I just like hanging out with him. And I got an older guy that I hang out with who's a 19-year-old that just graduating high school. And we sit around talking and everything. It's like, you don't want to lose the people that are your age, so you get people that are younger than you, and it makes you...
Isn't Dickie Band's
back.
Band's back?
Yeah, a little Dickie Band's back.
He handicaps games for you.
Yes, he does. It's the age of 7.
That's where you get all that insight, that sports wisdom.
Yeah, I like Atlanta, Mike. Okay, thank you, Dickie. It's good that he's here in our studio audience today. That's good. So, still, you don't have a pick for the Super Bowl yet?
Are you waiting for that to come in?
Just, I know it's early on. We got a week to go, but I'm just wondering.
I reserve my. Look, there's only 2 teams. You can make an argument for either one. I always go in these games. I always go to what I think the coaching breeding is. But I think that's with New England. I think it feels like it's New England.
The ticket prices are going up now because people are starting from Atlanta want to go to Houston and see the game.
Well, they probably will. But, I mean, Atlanta, you just drive on Highway 10, you go right into Houston. That's it.
It's a little longer than
Highway
that.
10.
Yeah, but just go on it. But you got to drive.
You got to go east. You can't go west on Highway 10.
No, you
got to go west. You got to go west. You can't go east.
You can't go east. There you go. A couple of guys went east because you gave them the wrong directions, and they may float around.
Well, we're gonna wind. You'll catch the drift, and you'll be down in Haiti in no time.
They're going around the Cape.
Mortgage rates are at all-time lows. If you have not refinanced your current mortgage in the last few years, you could be losing thousands of dollars a year by paying too high of an APR. And the place to call is LendingTree to find out how low you can go. We can match you with lenders offering some of the lowest rates APRs available. Some APRs are lower than 3%. Imagine how much money you can save every month if your current mortgage is at 6% or higher. And all it takes is one free call to LendingTree to match you with a lender who may be able to lower your current home mortgage rate. Learn how to potentially save thousands by refinancing your current mortgage. Call LendingTree right now. NMLS 1136.
800-628-5067. 800-628-5067. 800-628-5067. That's 800-628-5067.
When you really want Italian food, really good Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Why? Well, here's a couple of reasons. Value. You get a lot for your money along with a load of deliciousness. You're not eating corporate food. Columbo's is family owned and faithful to their long-held family recipes. We're talking service that's never fawning. You'll never get, "Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'll be your server tonight." Please. Jazz every night, sizzling steaks, luscious fish entrees, yummy Italian specialties, and the world's greatest meatballs. Need I say more? Oh, I will. Value, deliciousness, Italian family specialties, friendly service. Columbo's. Yes! That little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's. Mangia.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Back in the lounge. I'm Michael Horn with the legendary Fred Dreyer. So Roger Goodell, Fred, was apparently on the Colin Cowherd's show, and talking a little bit about his disappointment over this whole San Diego move to Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He says, quoting now, he said that he was disappointed that they couldn't work out something with the team, with the powers that be in San Diego. He says, we're all disappointed. We all worked very, very hard with local officials, with the Chargers, the Spanos family, with all of our clubs, and we did some unprecedented things to try to keep the Chargers in San Diego, which was our first priority. That's why all of our relocations, these are painful processes. They're painful for our fans. They're painful for the communities in general. They're painful for the NFL, so we always work to avoid that, and we did that in San Diego. We worked very hard to try to avoid it, to make sure that we went not just the extra mile, but the extra 3 or 4 miles, including the Chargers had the opportunity to move, frankly, a year ago. So he said they stayed at that time. But
yeah, well.
So what do you think?
Hey, look, it comes down to this. If Dean Spanos wanted to be in San Diego,
he'd be there.
He'd be there. And the fact that that Goodell is now coming to the aid of Dean Spanos, to say we tried everything and tried to bear some of the brunt of everything. There's many truths in this thing. The one truth is, you have to remember, the state of California is a liberal legislature. They're not going to invest in any billionaire's company, football or no football. They can make saddlebags. They don't care. They're not going to give any more money to these owners, and on top of that, the referendum that was put to the people in San Diego was one where they wanted to they went to the hotel community and asked them to raise taxes, a whole room tax that would help get them the stadium they wanted downtown near San Diego, near Petco Park, where the Padres play.
Right.
So the city didn't want to do that, and the city was told by somebody in the legislature, "Don't make a deal there. Hell with them. Let them go to Mission Valley. There's enough room out there next to that terrible stadium, and tear that thing down and build a state-of-the-art stadium for them down there, and then they could be there, and it'd be wonderful." Now, when you weigh everything out and you ask who's at fault, the ultimate decision comes down to Dean Spanos. And that is, I want my franchise to be worth $1 billion more than it's worth now.
How do I do that?
How do you do that staying in San Diego with a new stadium? You don't. You change venues to where it becomes a marketing bonanza for you, with an already built stadium, sharing it with the Rams. And you now have the cachet of being the LA Chargers, which isn't too far of a stretch because they started there in 1960, and in '61 went down to Balboa Park and played there for 4 or 5 years in Balboa Park before they moved in 1967 to San Diego Stadium. By the way, that was my first year at San Diego State, and we played one of the first football games in San Diego Stadium my junior year.
You're a San Diego boy, I know.
Yeah,
You're San Diego State.
So the beauty now is it's all there for San Diego State. There's no football team down there except for San Diego State.
So it's big for them now.
And so it's big for them now, and what that school should do, if they want to call me, I'll help them. But they should petition and go build a 37,000-seat stadium, either on campus or out there in Mission Valley, and have an own football in San Diego. They can do it.
That's a pretty good thought from you. I like that idea.
That's a very
we have
good
a lot of
thought.
good listeners in San Diego that listen to us, and I love that thought process.
Well, I'm
there.
all for San Diego getting their football Jones, and for the league to come in and facilitate an exit for Dean Spanos. I don't like. I also don't like the liberal cause of anti-business philosophy that's in the state legislature, because it's there big time.
Yeah, it's hurting California now. That's
Yeah. Why do you think Las Vegas, where the Raiders are going, why do you think Las Vegas exploded over the last 30 years?
a little different business philosophy.
They came in and they raided all of the companies in California, and they've got them to come there because they were very good with business, they were very good with state tax, and they allowed people to have a business cachet, unlike that you could find in California.
Follow this man, Fred Dreyer, on Twitter, Fred_Dreyer, Facebook.com/The Real Fred Dreyer, and send him an email, for gosh sakes, FredDreyer@CRNTalk.com.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. President Obama says he believes that torture works. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
The president told ABC News that the United States has to fight fire with fire, and he made the case for torture when dealing with terror suspects. He said he will confer with his defense secretary and CIA director to determine what can and cannot be done legally to combat the spread of radicalism. Asked about using torture tactics, Mr.